This is a K98 bayonet, once carried into war, but right now it looks like scrap, rust, damage, years of neglect. It can barely function anymore. But this wasn't just any blade. The K98 bayonet, also known as the S84/98, was designed for the carabiner 98K rifle. It served as the standard bayonet of the German army during World War II. Built for close combat, made to survive war. The process starts with P100 grit sandpaper, lightly removing surface rust from the tang. A wire is then twisted through the pommel to suspend the blade. Next, an electrolysis setup is prepared. The bayonet and scabbard are suspended in a saltwater solution and connected to a DC power supply at 6.32 volts. As current flows, rust begins to separate from the steel, creating visible bubbling. The scabbard is clamped in a vise. WD-40 is applied to loosen the throat screw, which is removed with a flathead screwdriver. Heat is applied with a blowtorch, and the throat piece is gently driven out using a wooden block and hammer. Inside, a long, wavy retention spring is removed using pliers and cleaned. It is then placed into a separate electrolysis bath using a saltwater solution. Two small scabbard liner inserts are cleaned using an acidic soak in Coca-Cola. Next, the entire assembly is scrubbed using a wire brush. A bore brush is used to clean the inside of the scabbard. The parts are rinsed, dried and cleaned with an aerosol solvent, exposing clean but damaged steel. The pommel mechanism is then disassembled. Heat is applied to loosen it and the release button is removed. It is filed smooth, center punched and drilled. The original wooden grips are cleaned with degreaser and stabilized using superglue to fill cracks. The previously soaked liner inserts are scrubbed and refined using a rotary tool with a wire wheel and grinding bit. To repair the tang, a steel section is cut from a pipe, flattened on an anvil, and MIG welded into place. After cooling, the weld is ground flush and refined using P800 grit wet sanding. To repair the scabbard surface, a filler mixed with hardener is applied to fill deep pitting. Once cured, it is sanded smooth using an orbital sander and hand sanding. The scabbard is cleaned, hung and coated with black spray paint. The blade edge is reprofiled using a flat file after marking a straight guideline, then refined further. Small metal components are heated with a blowtorch and quenched in linseed oil to darken and protect the surface. The bayonet is suspended and treated in the hot solution, forming a dark protective oxide layer on the steel. Finally, all components are reassembled. The internal spring and throat are secured inside the scabbard, and the wooden grips are mounted back onto the handle. From a rust-covered relic to a fully restored piece of history.